What up, though? What up, though, Detroit? What up, though, everybody in the sports world, man? What up, though? This is another episode of D313 Rapaport, episode 8. This is your boy, DC1. Got my guys known as Jay and got my guy, Bree, in the building. Gentlemen, how y'all feeling today, man? Hope y'all have a wonderful day today.
Feeling good, feeling real good, real good.
Hey, we back. So, guess those things, all things good. Got a lot to look forward to. So, yeah, let's get into it.
We'll definitely get into it, man. Definitely. So before we gonna start our talk about our topics about the NBA draft coming up for this Thursday, and talk a little bit about Detroit Tigers as well. We want to say today is June 19th, which is Juneteenth, as we celebrate Freedom Day, which is actually a lot of people, didn't know or do know that it is the oldest national holiday in our country. And this is something that it's finally got attention, which it started last year, which it should have got a lot more attention over the past. But Juneteenth, we celebrate this day of freedom. I'm gonna go over it right quick. Juneteenth is the oldest national holiday celebrated commemoration of the ending of slavery in the United States, dating back to 1865. It was on June 19th that the Union soldiers, led by Major General Gordon Granger, led it at Galveston, Texas, with news that the war had ended and its slaves were now free. Note that this was 2.5 years after President Lincoln Emancipation Proclamation. This marks the first true day for Black Americans' journey to freedom and independence. So this has, been a long struggle for what they went through, our ancestors, what they went through. And to be us African Americans had this freedom, even though the times that we're going through right now, as us African American people, well, this is the day that people, us African Americans, should celebrate this day, that our family ancestors and stuff, what they went through, So to be for us to have the freedom to this country as well. So just want to share that with everybody, Juneteenth, let's just celebrate it. It's a very, very special day for us African Americans. So just wanted to share that with that right quick before we start moving on to our topic. So gentlemen, any quick little thoughts of Juneteenth?
That's pretty much it, man. We got to do a better job as Black men and women out here, including myself. I'm always going to say myself too. Recognizing our history, doing more research. I got to get more grounded, doing more things too, because you never want to not be knowledgeable about things. People ask you questions and then you don't know nothing. Then you feel embarrassed, so you want to, not be new to the party. You want to always be ahead of time. So always make time to do it. Like me, I already been saying like myself over the last month or so. I got to start doing more time into picking a day where I look at some Black history stuff and what's going on from the past. Because the only way you gonna have a brighter future is when you learn from the past. So learn from the past, man. Brighten your future up a little bit. Re-educate yourself on things that happen. Because I found myself sometimes forgetting things that even on basic days of life that I can't. I forgot I did it. So you have to sometimes re-educate yourself. So always, celebrate your history every month, regardless of what month it is. Celebrate, research, man. Read books. If you got documentaries that you want to watch, go watch it to re-educate yourself. That may be honest, that's why we got these gadgets. It could be a bad thing using the internet, but it also has good things too. So you have to pick and choose what you choose to research. You know what I'm saying? You can
Absolutely.
make time to research the fun stuff you like. Research history. That's my message.
Absolutely, Bree.
Yeah, I mean, with Juneteenth, it just tells you that you don't need Black history to learn only in Black history. You can learn it every day past that. So you have to learn as much as you can. And it's big. And Juneteenth is a reminder. I know some people are 50-50 on how they feel about Juneteenth, including Black people. There's some of them that don't believe in it, don't care about it and stuff. But just like they feel about Black history. But it's just good to learn. So it's good to just learn every day in life. You don't just need just Juneteenth. Just learn. Just do, like Noam said. You just got to do your reading and just keep yourself busy and just love one another. And even especially as Black people, there's so much hate that we have for each other and don't want to even be around each other, man. It's too much. It's too much killing. There's too much hate towards each other, and we just got to come together, man. And that's men and women. We just got to come together as a whole and just understand what everybody is going through. Everybody goes through things, but we got to just listen to what the person is going through, and that's real big, because you never know what a person is going through, and you have to just know what a person's going through. You have to just know your history on Juneteenth and Black history, and do some reading. I tell people they need it's a book out called Sundown Times. It'll tell you the whole hidden history of slavery, Juneteenth, and everything. So I would tell people to read that book, and it's got a lot of history in it, man. But that's how I feel about Juneteenth.
Absolutely. So
I personally wish we could get this day off from work. Depending on what type of business you get. No, seriously, that ain't even no joke. I really wish you could get this day off from work and also get paid regardless. If you got to work, you get paid holiday pay. If you don't, you get at least a regular day pay, so somebody gets something. Because this is a huge day, for our history. And I get it. They don't want to do that because it represents us, but that's a whole nother deeper conversation for another time.
Exactly.
Make attack nobody.
Hey, no, I'm gonna tell you, it's some jobs that don't even have Martin Luther King Day off.
Yeah, I know. Arizona.
hey, down here too. I know that personally. Yeah. I worked at a job where we didn't even have Martin Luther King Day off. They didn't even consider it a holiday.
Yeah.
Right. Now hospitals I understand, but anywhere else, that should be closed. Anything that's medical, I understand why you're not closed.
Yep.
But, anywhere else, that's crap. That's garbage.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, so definitely, man, we come here to celebrate, like you said, celebrate Juneteenth, man. And like you said, read up on your history. It's not just, just a one day, but just like you said, our African American history, no matter everyone, not just Black History Month in February, what I'm saying? Just make sure you continue to read up, learn your history, and then continue just, spread the word. We can learn from it each and every day. So definitely, like I said, it's definitely exciting time. I want to give a shout out to my job, Ann Arbor Area Transportation Authority. We're doing this all month long of celebrating Juneteenth. You'll see a lot of the workers, like including myself, wearing Juneteenth polo shirts, black and yellow, having a lot of they just had a little cookout this past Friday. Today they believe they had some trivia, some other stuff for Juneteenth. So shout out to to my job for promoting it. I'm not saying promoting, for understanding said the Juneteenth was all about. So definitely. So but yeah, man,
and also again, I know we late, but happy late Father's Day to all the fathers, including you, Daryl.
Thank you.
All y'all, man. What y'all do out here is man. You know what I'm saying? Like that's a big deal. So I appreciate to all the real fathers out there that that's there for the kids more than just financially, but actually willing to take a bet out, whoop your ass. so
Exactly.
Shout out to all fathers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
And yes, and all the single fathers out there too. That be tone, but that's another conversation for another time too. So
Absolutely.
And you know what? And I'm gonna say something that Noam wish he could have said, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it. And I know Daryl gonna feel the same way about this. From now on, can we please have more respect for Father's Day like you do Mother's Day?
Thank you.
Please don't be giving year later stuff. Give them current stuff. Don't give some 5 years or somebody that wore something. Let your father know that you care about it.
Exactly.
Right.
You know what too?
Yeah, I went there.
Yeah, and you know what? You absolutely have the right to go there. And you know, it's so like I said, well, you know, like I went to the Princess Bowl yesterday. It was very nice. Like I said, I seen a lot of fathers, you know what I'm saying, a lot of, you know, it was a great time. You know, a lot of the fathers, the mothers out there showing love to the real fathers, you know, it's out there with their kids. You know, I seen, you know, fathers with their kids on the boat yesterday. It was just like, man, it was amazing. It was like amazing, you know what I'm saying, just to see those, you know, because it's so quick, you know. We could talk about Mother's Day, doing all out for Mother's Day and all that, but you got the fathers out there that actually is there for their children, you know what I'm saying, or, you know, period, you know what I'm saying, being father figures to other children, and they doing their part, they not getting enough respect that they deserve, you know, like mothers are. And I understand mothers, they go through a lot, they've been holding it down, not saying none of that, you know what I'm saying, that I tell you, the mothers had to do both mom and dad jobs. You don't have to get 2-3 jobs, this, that, and not refuting that. But fathers out there, they doing their job and taking care of their kids, doing they're supposed to, man. You know, as a father, being the leader of men, you know what I'm saying, of the household, they should deserve more respect than they deserve. So we definitely, you know, fathers, you definitely you deserve all the attention, so as well as mothers deserve the attention. So, but yeah, man, so
I gotta say something else too, and I'm gonna go there again. Yeah, I'm gonna go there. To all you mothers out there, stop trying to claim Father's Day. Let the fathers have the day, please. Yes, I'm going there.
Thank you.
I know some mothers. I'm not gonna put you out there, but I know some mothers that'll call each other and be like, "Hey, listen, happy Mother and Father's Day." I'm like, yes,
yeah. Oh, they good for that. They good, especially the black women. They good for that.
Again, don't let me go there. Hey, girl, you gonna make me go to my other page. I don't want to go there. Listen, we gonna go there. And you gonna bring the 187 out of me now. Don't do that.
I hang with my bros from D313 who got number hood skills, big basket 187 skills.
Exactly. Hey, we gonna leave that for another topic.
We gonna say, and like DC Young Fly say, I'm gonna say that for Wild Style.
For Wild Style. Yeah. So man, but like I said, shout out, you know what I'm saying, you know, Father's Day to all the fathers out there. And definitely happy Juneteenth to everybody out there. So yeah, so been a great past 2 days. So gentlemen, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about this NBA draft coming up, man. So got this Thursday. So I know y'all fellas excited. Bree, I know you're going to be down there at the LCA Thursday for the draft party, man.
Yes, sir.
So
yes, sir.
I know it's going to be exciting. So it's going to be down there.
Yeah, I'm gonna be going live down there, doing the lives and stuff, kind of, you know, socializing with the people and stuff like that. So I'm gonna definitely be out there. So y'all gonna see me out the crowd, you know, socializing during the draft, even while the draft is going on, you know, see who we pick and everything, see the reaction of people and see what they think about it. So yeah, I can't wait. It should be fun. It should be very
absolutely. We definitely it's gonna be fun. So we definitely gonna be going live Thursday as well. Myself, known as Jay. We're gonna be live bringing y'all, you know, the little draft party. We're gonna have some other guests on the show as well, man. So we definitely gonna have a great time, man. So like I said, our guy Bree's gonna be down to LCA. He's gonna be joining us. He's gonna be live. He's gonna be everywhere. He's gonna be jacking all trades that day. So it's definitely gonna be an exciting time, you know, of this NBA draft. So definitely let's get into it, man. The NBA draft is going to officially here this Thursday. So Nomis, man, let you start it off with this NBA draft, man. Let you go and kick it off.
Hey, listen, y'all already know the Pistons got the fifth pick, obviously, it's self-explanatory. We got quite at least 5 to almost maybe 6, you know, prospects that we can look at that could be helpful to this team. All of them have their talents, all of them have their different skill sets, all of them have their abilities. But it's just about with Troy Weaver and head coach Monty Williams, that's what that's kind of getting used to, about what they feel was best for this team moving forward. You know, whether that be they trade up or whether it be they just stay where they at and take some talent. If I had to guess, I think they're going to try to move up or even move down depending on what the offers are. But I know Troy Weaver, no matter what, he's got a plan for any situation. If he got to make a sacrifice to move up, he will. If he got to take something that would normally seem bad to get something else, he will do that too. But if he stuck there, and, you know, Whitmer is your best player or Jerace is the best player available, you know, this ain't NFL. This ain't how you take the best player available. Like you take who gives you the best overall basketball skill. Like, even if it's a different position that you would want to draft, because that helps. And Pistons still need help. You know, obviously in the draft when it comes to small forward, they need somebody. To me, they still need. Some would say they need a power forward. I still think they need help at the 5 position, but that's more veteran. And you can make an argument that we really only need one more pick as far as young acquisitions. I know we got our dreams that maybe Monty Bates could fall to us at 31, but for some reason I doubt that happens. I can easily see them going between, you know, 12 and 18. So, you know, somewhere around that neighborhood, depending on who's drafting there. So you don't want to get caught up and make a wish foundation trying to get your favorite player in the draft. But at the end of the day, man, you got Cam Whitmer, Jerace Walker, you got the Thompson brothers, who one of them I can't pronounce his first name to save my life. And then you got a wild card in Hendricks. So you got guys that can definitely kind of help you. All offer us some form of defense. They all offer the ability to be able to shoot at some point, ball stretch. It's about who Pistons striker is the best fit, who's the most complete other players, who offers the most dimensional help. You know what I'm saying? You know, who's more than just shooting and defense, who helps you in zone coverages on defense, who helps you better also in transition. Can he make plays in transition? Can he pass well? Is he good as the sun? So they're going to do their due diligence, man. If I had to guess what Troy Weaver's doing right now, he and Monty are probably already looking at prospects, examining things, because from the sounds of the press conference, which was like the press conference of the year, you can make an argument. Seems like Monty's already aware of what the team's responsibilities are. I think it's about adding now the prospects they want to draft. And this is why I really love the NBA too, because like the NBA is built about one thing. They bring the draft first and then the free agency afterwards. I'm a big fan of that. I don't like going free agency and drafting, because when you have the draft going first, it helps you better understand what veterans you can put in the spot. First, you gotta get veterans and hope that your guys you're looking for is fit, and then bring there. I wish other teams, other sports will catch up to that. So this is gonna be a fun one. We gonna be live witnessing all three. Gonna be hopping in and out. It's wherever they go with. At this point, there's no pick this draft has scores of 2020. I'm gonna just say COVID year draft, rookie Reaver, his first year as GM, because it's like it's anybody can come out and be kind of good. You know, you got guys who get drafted at 18 that can be surprising. So it's like it's one of those type of drafts. I don't think it's like real definitive like it was in the top 12 of this past draft, and you know what I'm saying, or even somewhat the draft. I think it's really spread out. I think everybody has the ability to come on the team and show what he can do. You know, there's going to be a lot of players I think that come out help the team that get drafted on. So I do see it being a depth draft. So this is the perfect draft that you need. If you're looking for a position to fill to get a starter, right? You're a young team like this too. That's why I'm big on Cam Whitmer and Hendricks and the guys that everybody been putting their top five because they fit exactly what we sort of need. So,
So before I move on to Breed, so Noman. So if you're a GM, you in Troy Reaver's shoes, would you trade that 5th round pick to get a veteran, or would you go ahead and draft somebody, draft one of the young guys?
See, there's no definitive answer to that because if you tell me to go get a veteran player, I need to know what position. Because I don't want to bring any old veteran here just because he's a veteran. He has to fit too. I don't want to go out there just give Chris Task Porzingis because he's a well-known man. Chris Task don't fit probably here naturally, and you probably want somebody who else on defense that ain't got a bad injuries. So it just depends on the position you go on. If you tell me, because nobody's gonna give up a top 5 player unless he on a real bad contract, he ain't working out, and he don't offer no defense, and it's the same old thing, and you got to change the way things play to accommodate him, you know what I'm saying, just for him to go missing in the playoffs. And no, I'm not talking about you, James Harden. But I'm just saying that you want to make sure the player is right that you're bringing in. So if I'm the Pistons, you did all this bad stuff to tank the pick, because I was on that team, but maybe trade for a veteran. But who are you expecting to get with that pick? Because you ain't about to get Kawhi Leonard, and you don't probably want him. You ain't going to get, one of these guys like Westbrook. But you better off just drafting that pick and doing this roster young. When you look at that Phoenix Suns, I know I hate to jump on this side of the brick because this one thing I hate about hiring coaches that was like successful elsewhere. We always have to do the comparison thing. But when you look at the Phoenix Suns situation, yeah, they had Brook, they had Ayton, but eventually they kept adding pieces like, as you know, Mikal Bridges, as you know, Cam Johnson was first. He was kind of slept on because he was an older player in the draft. And now look at everybody, we all hunting for him. But I remember everybody criticized him because he was like 24 years old about to get drafted. Now we all want to pay this dude a big paycheck to come play here. So that is how it works sometimes. But they built a lot of guys out the draft. They didn't sell their chips to go get some KD until this past season. But I think they stayed patient and just let this team build. We have our 8. We got Jalen Durant. We have our Devin Booker, which is Cade Cunningham. We have our I ain't gonna say CP3, but we got Jaden Ivey. We got a couple other young players that come in role players. So we got a lot of young pieces. So you add to this draft that you did so hard losing games for to get this player. You take that best player and you build with veterans that can fit in, because you never know. You might get away with having one of these guys you draft coming off the bench, despite being a top 5 pick, because of the veteran you bring on here. And you need depth. The Pistons need to make sure they got a bench and a starting unit that's good. So you need talent across the board. You know what I'm saying? You got to get one young and then get some veterans. So I say you just take care of you the pick, because I don't think there's any veterans that Troy Weaver has to give up the 5th pick in the draft for. That's worth bringing over.
The key word you said depth. The key word you brought up is said depth, and that's what. If you really, before I'm gonna let Bree jump in, I'm gonna say this right. When that situation with the Phoenix Suns, when they made that trade for Kevin Durant and all that, they was lacking depth because they had to give up so much to get Kevin Durant. So they lack a depth. I think with this Pistons team, it's not going to give us so much. Oh, we're going to get a huge superstar. We're not trying to get a huge superstar. We can get like a veteran, like say Tim Hardaway Jr. There's rumors about Tim Hardaway Jr. Get like a guy like Tim Hardaway Jr. Get somebody like a Cam Johnson, something like that. Like you know, not a big names player, but a veteran that can help to help this young roster team, you know. So that's how, like you said, because you got to have the depth, like a mixture of young and veteran players on this team. And I think with Troy Weaver, it's a decision that they're going to make in this draft, where they're going to trade their pick and get the veteran, or they're going to go keep going young and get somebody off the draft, you know, like Jerace Walker or somebody that's on the Thompson brothers. So definitely we'll see, you know, to see what, you know, is going to happen draft night Thursday. So,
so I'm gonna let Bree go after you, but then when you go, I'm having something that I need to get out just do that. Yeah.
I hope you ain't talking. I hope you ain't finna bring this. I hope you don't. Never mind. Go ahead, Bree.
Well, first I want to say, you know, congratulations to the Pistons for hiring Monty Williams for the coaching job for sure, because that's the coach we need for sure. We don't see how this team goes. But as far as the draft, man, it's just, you know, Whitmer and Jerace Walker and the Thompson twins and Hendricks, and it might be a dark horse. You never know. The way the draft is, you just never know. I mean, who would have thought that? A lot of people still surprised at how Banchero was number one. I remember the draft night last year. People were so surprised at that. They was like, "What the? Like, what?" But you never know, and you never know. Scoot Henderson might slide down. So with these kind of things, you just never know, because Scoot is in a tough spot too, because a lot of these teams already got point guard. You know, the Charlottes and the Portlands, unless they do a trade, which you never know. It may be some trades in the draft, but I think it's pretty much the same. Just Whitmer, and either one of those players, I would be cool with. You know, Cam Whitmer, who to me, a lot of people say he kind of reminds you a little bit of Sadiq Bey, just more athletic. Sadiq Bey. Maybe he doesn't shoot the ball like Sadiq, but he's a better athletic player than Sadiq. And I've seen one of the Thompson twins is a beast defensive. So, and then, you know, with Jerace Walker, you know, he got that experience down there in Houston and everything. So, and there's a lot of hype with Hendricks, but either one of those players I would not mind, as long as this, you know, like Noam said, you know, as long as you draft the right position, you know, because it has to be the right position to draft. Because you don't want to draft somebody and then he's nowhere in the rotation, a la Darko Milicic, but that's a different story.
Right.
But
like the right player for the right position, yeah.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You know, you don't want to. And then if you do a trade, it has to be the right trade. It has to be the right veteran. I know some people talking about they want, you know, Jeremy Grant back, and some people was even talking about doing a trade to try to get Lauri Markkanen for Utah. Now, I wouldn't mind Markkanen coming in. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. But some people wouldn't, you know, don't want
Utah
that.
Utah is not going to let him go.
Oh no, I don't see that. I don't see that at all. Plus, you know, he just won most improved player, so they definitely not going to part ways.
He was an all-star, so they not letting him go.
Yeah. So, but yeah, either one of those guys, I wouldn't mind drafting, as long as it's the right position and the right player, and long as you got trust in what this player can do. But, you know, with Troy Weaver, I got a lot of trust in Troy Weaver. So whoever he drafts, I'm gonna trust in him anyway, because he makes a lot of right decisions. I mean, but what he did last year, getting Duren, the way he got Duren was amazing. Thank you, New York Knicks, for being stupid.
Like always.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you for that, and giving us Alec Burks. So thank you.
Thank you for being stupid.
Even though they gave us Nerlens Noel, which that was useless, but it is what it is.
Man, Very loose. That's another one of those top picks that just didn't work out. But you draft them high and it just don't work out. So just gotta watch out. But I'm cool with Troy Weaver, whoever he drafts, man. I know with this young team, me personally, I wouldn't trade the pick. I wouldn't give it up. I wouldn't even try to get a veteran. I would just build around this young team and just see where it goes. And the big thing with this team is just staying healthy. That's the big thing. If they're healthy, they could be a beast. They could be one of the best teams in the league if they're healthy. And they got this, with Monty Williams as coach, who knows? So that's how I look at it.
All right. So
yeah,
I look at it I look at it like this. I wouldn't have a problem, like I said, with the Pistons drafting a guy the right fit with in the right position. I don't have a problem with it. But I would say this: if I'm in Troy Weaver's shoes, I think we got a little bit enough young talent that we could go ahead and get a couple of veterans. Because at this point, we need a couple of veterans. We need a shooter. We need a consistent knockdown shooter. We need somebody that's going to play some defense, and that's can bring. We need that energizer. That veteran energizer. And me personally, if I'm Troy Weaver, I'm like, you know what? If I get a good veteran that can fit this Pistons coach in that right position, I'm gonna trade that pick. Because you know what? I believe that K's gonna be healthy. He's gonna get healthy. He's gonna be better. Ivy, I got Dern, I got Stewart. I got Wiseman. I can get a couple of veterans on this team that can help this young Pistons team. And like you said, you get guys that's out there, you hear the names of Cam Johnson, you hear Tim Hardaway Jr., you hear guys, all these other veterans out there, that's out there looking to probably go into new teams that I believe that can fit in what Monty Williams, style that, his style of, the team with the culture. So that's if I was in his shoes. But to me, if Troy Weaver and Monty Williams decide, hey, we want to go one of these draft prospects, we want to go with Jarace Walker, we'll go with Hendricks or somebody, I'm fine with it. I have no problem with it, because it shows that, like I brought up again, what he done with the Phoenix Suns with the young talent, and they end up starting getting veterans, when they would start winning. That's the same thing that's going to happen to the Pistons. If they go younger and they start, the next season, we get a couple of free agents, veterans coming to our team. So, it's like what he did. Everybody keep forgetting what he did in the Orleans Hornets with the young Chris Paul, David West, and Jamal McGlure, those Tyson Chandlers and those guys. His coaching style, how players buy in, to Monty Williams. We just talked about last week, saying that how all those Pistons players showed up, except for Bojan, showed up at that press conference, and them to show up to be at that press conference to show the love for Monty Williams was huge. All those players had so much to have all respect for Monty Williams, not as a coach, as a man. That's the father figures to these young players, So they the respect they have for him. So I believe they willing. Them guys are Cade and Ivy, your core of guys. They wanted to play for Monty Williams. They can't wait to get on the practice court. They can't wait to get in the training camp. They can't wait the season start. Because Monty Williams is going to put them in a situation that's going to help them be better. So, but as you said, man, like, you know, I don't have a problem with it. To me, I'd rather just go ahead, get a veteran too that could help these young guys. Because, like I said, I believe with Killian and Cade and Ivy, you know, and Duran and those guys, I believe we got some good enough young core that we don't have to necessarily go ahead and, you know, go get another young prospect. But hey, if that happens, I'm fine with it. I have no problem with Troy Weaver and Monty Williams and Tom Gores, what they do. I'm putting Dwayne Casey in it too. And, you know, he's in the front office. He might have his little input. You know, like I said, you got to give Dwayne Casey his credit. You know, no matter what, you know, we were saying, his coaching style, this and that. But one thing we can say about Dwayne Casey, he made sure these young players did, you know, buy in, and they didn't to no outside trouble. He was a father figure to these young players. Whether the coaching style and stuff, you know, didn't work them to help win games, but them players still respected Casey. So now it's transferred over to Monty Williams. It's definitely, you know, like I said, we'll see what he does. You know, like I said, I won't be surprised what happened. I won't be surprised what's going to happen. So what Troy Weaver does, you know, Troy Weaver has put a lot of off the hat trick moves. So yeah. So
yeah, and it also shows the maturity of these young players to be this young. It shows, you know, how much of the influence, Casey and Troy Weaver is. And they embracing this to these young players. Because you don't see too many young players that is acting mature for their age, like real, like late teens, early 20 players. And it's crazy to see young guys act like that. And then for what this organization is doing for Monty, is especially with, you know, the health problems with his wife and everything. So they giving them the private jet to be there for in case something happens and stuff like that. So he'll be there. So it just shows it's like the organization is like it's a big happy family, and they're embracing that with everybody in the organization and his team.
Absolutely, and
that's big.
Before I let you go here, you don't get many organizations. You don't get many organizations like that. You know, so that would do like you don't get that many. Like like not too long ago. What were you just talking about? The Heat culture, how the Miami Heat culture. You don't see those same players don't get into no trouble. They got veteran leaders over there. You got hold these young players accountable, and that's not staying out of trouble. And this, maturity maturity is everything. You know what I'm saying, on and off the court. You know, talking like you say Miami Heat, San Antonio Spurs, certain organizations, you don't hear drama. And that's the same with this Pistons team. You don't hear drama with this Pistons team, with these players. So the sky's the limit for our Pistons team. Like I said, you got to stay healthy. These guys gonna learn how to win, because Monty Williams is gonna put them in a situation that's gonna help you succeed and win. So go ahead, Noah.
So the thing is that I agree with your take about wanting a veteran player. It's just that for what we need as a veteran, let's say I still don't think you have to necessarily trade the pick for it, because if you trade the top 5 pick, then you need a top 5 player. I ain't trading no 5th pick for a Jeremy Grant level player. I'm doing that, because he's a veteran. I need a guy who can definitely change the landscape. Now, I do think you can have other assets you can move just to get said veteran player. Because if you ask me, I think you need this draft, because it sounds like they want to draft somebody at that 5th pick. So if I'm them, I'm taking the best player available. Let's say that's Cam Whitman. If you tell me I got Cam Whitman, so basically I got K. Ivy with me, right? To me, it lines up perfectly, because I felt like the player veteran they really need out there is a power forward. Because when you look at Marvin Bagley, like Stewart is probably your leading power forward because his ability to understand his son. Like Stewart's such a smart player that he don't get the credit for it and his work ethic. But I feel like a lot of like guys like Bagley, even Wiseman to a certain extent, they not on their assignments consistent. And that can change with better coaching. I get it. But what I'm saying is, I feel like they need a real veteran big out there next to Duran. Somebody that can rotate as well. Somebody that can rotate between 5 and 4 because they need a veteran in the big area because he can help get them in their right spot. When Duran is making mistakes, he can get them right. It helps Cade have a veteran that he needs to attack with if necessary. So to me, they need a veteran there because, like I said, with Cade, I think Ivy's going to get better at his shot creation as far as how he creates his own points and transitions into the paint. They need a big veteran big that know how to build screens properly and be on the screens and help block and do stuff like that. So to me, that makes more sense. And I feel like with our guards, with Cade coming back, he'll be able to damn sure knock some shots down. And with Ivy, he's shown that he can even knock them down. He had a couple 30-point games this season too. And with Whitmer, at best, all Whitmer got to do is average about 14, 15-point game with his defense. I think we rule those things out. So I know it's kind of a young 1 to 3 point guard, small forward. I know it's kind of young, but that's why I think it's looking like you need a power forward that can really help be a leader in that locker room. Because when you get a veteran power forward, it kind of gets a lot of those guys in the right direction. Especially when you got a young center who's still a kid as well. So he's a kid. But you need a veteran power forward, veteran big man that's knowing what to do, what time to be there. That's why I was always throwing those little undercover hints about how I wish we could have just traded from John Collins. Not because John was great. I felt like that sort of a young veteran role that they needed. You've been a guaranteed starter. Somebody you don't have to rotate all the time. Oh, this player not having a good game. That guy, you know what you're looking at John Collins. And I thought maybe he could have set that role for us. And then you got some young guys that shoot the field, and Cade and Ivy called it dictating the court. So I felt like the way this team is trying to get to in transition and add more speed and athleticism to the team too, I felt that Whitmer was a fit. So yeah, we do need more veteran help, but I think it's right what we need. We need a veteran definitely starting on that lineup, and we need at least we need at least 2 to almost 3 veterans from our bench. Like I said, you can't get Jeremy Grant. I would love it that you to come on this team. I would love, us to get, another veteran wing that can knock down shots here and there, help on defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I see it. Not saying that you're off on trade the pick, but it's just about this. If you're talking about trading top 5 pick, this guy's real specific because, you can't, a lot of these big name players, man, they're injury prone. You know what I'm saying? And then, they come in there, they want to rule things themselves, and they may not fit what we're doing. I think it's better just to homegrown this thing, become a little more patient, get pieces that we know we can fit, and then worry about all the other stuff in the future. Because, like I said, get that. If you got Cade there, one, you got Ivy, go be rotating the 2 a lot. Get a guy like Whitmer. You get a veteran power forward that can actually know what he's supposed to do up there on defense and offense. You know what I'm saying? Knowing where he's supposed to be at, knowing how to set up screens. But Durham being a young kid, I think you can do something with that. Because we're not going to the championship right now. You trying to do your best to be at least what, OKC and Atlanta were last year, trying to at least make the playoffs, fight for the play. That's no matter what move you do, you can't rush this stuff. You had to make sure you're patient at the same time. That's why you have to build a system. And you want to build that system when you got a young core, and then you slowly add pieces of veterans in between that fit. Because once you do that, then that's when that culture starts to kind of correlate properly. And you know what I'm saying, with Dwayne Casey, like I said, y'all say that though, he kept the culture there, he kept these guys locked in. I rather wait and take my time, do this the right way, and get a group of guys who are locked in versus the guys who are going to come in and be about themselves. Not saying every player is like that, but just that's how I would look at it. You know what I'm saying? Like me, we do need veteran help, and I just want the right veteran help. I don't want us getting shooters that we don't need necessarily if we already got Burke and maybe somebody else. Go out there and get somebody that can help you on defense. The way I look at basketball is so different from a lot of people. I feel like having people with specific goals matter to me more than somebody who can do multiple things, dribbling, passing, scoring, and shooting, and all that stuff. That's just me. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, one. Well, before I let you go, Bree, right quick. Before what I was, I mean, you hit it. You was right. You right on that. They said trade to pick. Just to get. You don't want to just get any veteran. I'm saying I don't want the Pistons to get just any veteran player. I want to get a veteran player, not only just at the right position that's going to play defense and it's a knockdown shooter. Like now we hear, the rumors of Tim Hardaway Jr. Traded. Trade with the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas could get the 5th pick, trade down, get their 10th pick, and trading for trading Bojan, for Tim Hardaway Jr. with that draft pick. I've been seeing that going on. So the rumors. I don't have no problem with Tim Hardaway Jr. because I could get a guy, like him that's a knockdown shooter, and he's going to play. He's a decent defender. He's a decent defender. He's not a great defender. He's a decent defender, but you get a guy like him. To me, I think he's a little bit better shooter than Bogdanovich, but that's me. Some people beg to differ, but like I said, to me, I say Cam Johnson to be like one. To me, I think he'd be a great fit. A guy that can play some defense, a guy that can a good shooter. He's a hustler. Get a guy like him. He knows Monty Williams' system already. Bring a guy like him. If Mikal Bridges was available, definitely he'd be a good fit because he can play the 2, he can play the 3. He's going to play some defense. He's going to knock down some shots. He developed his game, to another level since he got traded from Brooklyn. Get guys that can, that fit. Veteran guys that fit that culture, that can play this type of style that Monty Williams wants to play, and that put them in a good position, that we need for us to success to win games. So, like you said, I don't want to just, Bree, I don't want to just get just a veteran that is going to waste our time, or just come in.
Yeah, you don't.
Stay heard.
You don't want a Jay Crowder or somebody like that that's going to waste your time, like a veteran that's going to waste time.
Right, that's what I say. If you go after Cam Johnson, they go for like that. They're going to have to be really aggressive about doing it.
Yeah,
what I'm saying.
And I believe Troy Weaver's going to be aggressive with it. I believe Troy Weaver's going to be aggressive with it. Go ahead, Bree.
I think so too. He should. I mean, you just got to, and then. You got it, and then also you got to, and luckily we got a good assistant coaching staff too that can work and just work with these young players. But you definitely got to get the right veteran too at the right position. It's like Nolan was saying, a John Collins, somebody like a Bobby Portis, even though I don't think Milwaukee's gonna give him up. But that would be a good bet. You know what I'm saying? Or I would say another person that's Brooklyn, a lot of people ain't talking about, is Dorian Finney-Smith.
Yeah,
that would be a good fit.
Yeah.
Because he's a shooter. He can play defense. I think he would be nice for this team.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I would not mind that. I wouldn't mind somebody like a Montrezl Harrell, just for his energy, even though we got a Montrezl Harrell type of player in Stewart. But
I would disagree with that. I would not have a Montrezl Harrell, not at this point. I mean, like you said, we got Isaiah Stewart, we got a guy Duran, I understand. We got the young guys. So I wouldn't go Montrezl Harrell. Now, if you tell me his earlier career days, yeah, but not at this point. Nah, I wouldn't. No, especially like you said, we got just guys just like Isaiah Stewart. So, but yeah, go ahead, Rick.
I feel that. But yeah, man, just that as a whole with the right, you just got to get the right veterans, man, and just somebody that can just teach this team. I know a lot of people getting tired of Corey Joseph and Rodney McGruder. They want to let them go, but hey, Corey Joseph played well during the last part of the season, so
man, you about to get kicked off yourself.
Hey, I'm just saying. I'm just kicking facts. I know. I know people don't like Kojo, including certain YouTubers. I ain't gonna say their name, but
leave.
Listen, we ain't about to talk about how everything King don't like Corey Joseph, okay? And so he's a good guy. He's a nice guy. You know, he looked like French Montana. You know what I'm saying? He's a nice guy.
Hey, Nomas and Bree, don't tell Mother Teresa that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we won't tell that person that either. So you know what I'm saying? But he got to go. He done made enough money to keep his hairline straight. I don't want to ever see him look like he get knocked the hell out again on the street, like when Marcus Smart stripped him of that ball. It was the most embarrassing thing I've ever seen in my life. It was the epitome of our season right there. And all the fadeaways, all the motherfucking fadeaways. You know, next topic. Let's go next topic, everybody. Let's go next topic. Yeah, we need better vets. Yeah, we good.
Where's the next topic? So, all right, man. So make sure y'all catch us D313 XP this Thursday, the NBA draft party. Definitely, man, it's going to be exciting. Like I said, our guy Bree is going to be down there. He's going to be jumping. He's going to be jacking all trades. He's going to be in and out. He's going to be down there at the scene. So he's definitely going to be going live as well at the LCA, man. So it's going to be fun. I know, wish me and myself and Nomas was down there, but we definitely going to be, we're going to be down there some other things. So just make sure y'all stay tuned, for it. So, we definitely make sure y'all also too. We're gonna be dropping some content on our Facebook page and get some reactions on the draft, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned to that, man. So
yeah,
but yeah, let's get into it, man. We're gonna talk about it right quick, man. The Detroit Tigers won today. Beat the Kansas City Royals 6-4. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, no. Yeah, I know. But as you know, us three fellas, we was down there at the Tigers game last Monday. It was wonderful experience,
right.
Being down there. Be serious now.
No, I'm saying blast. Just one little problem with American Parking. Y'all do something about y'all upper seats. That shit's something. Yeah.
It was. Yeah, it was. But so it was a great experience. Us three was down there, had a great time. Of course, it was a late birthday gift for both of these guys. You know what I'm saying? So we down there had a great time, man. Watched the Tigers with a comeback, went to extra innings in the 10th with a win. Hey, man, we celebrated, man. It was like, man, we
lost one.
Yes.
No, hey, no hobby bias slander will be tolerated on this stream.
No.
Everybody, I should have recorded Daryl Grant the whole game. He was man.
I was in my hobby bias feelings, man, at that moment. Then till he made it up later on, I forgave him. Hobby bias.
You've been hobbying for bias a lot, so
I gotta support him, man. I had the shirt, man. But anyway, man. But yeah, man.
Shout out to the Tigers.
Leave hobby alone. But yeah, man. It was great, man. It was great. It was experience down there. We definitely gonna be going back. This time we're gonna get some lower level seats. We actually, Bree was down there. He went through all 3 games, you know what I'm saying, against the Atlanta Braves, in which they lost both of those double headers. But But S3, we was down there last Monday night, man. It was a great fun experience for us. Interact with a couple of fans, man, and did some pictures and stuff that y'all seen. It was posted on our Facebook page, saying our personal page and our 313 XP page, man. So it was fun, man. It was fun. So we definitely gonna be going back down there to some Tigers game. Definitely gonna be posting content. We definitely gonna be going to other games like the
Red Wings is next.
The Red Wings is next. Yes, Nomas, you're gonna be going to your first Red Wings game as well. Yes, I know you will be going to your first one.
and I'm gonna say this too. Not only am I going to the draft party for the Pistons, I am gonna go to the Red Wings draft party too next week. So
we will be doing a Red Wings draft party if we can on this show. I don't know what day it fall on Thursday.
I think it's next Wednesday.
Okay, so
I'm gonna be able to work it in. All right.
Okay, definitely, man. We can definitely talk about the Detroit Red Wings as well, man. We're definitely gonna have a little draft party as well. So make sure y'all stay tuned to that. So, fellas, we got any final thoughts, man, before we head out of here?
Don't trade Isaiah Stewart because it's the stupidest thing. You need a player like him who's not only a leader, a young leader in the locker room, but he's also an emotional leader on that court too. You don't trade that guy. He's too loyal a player. People just look at assets and trade this, trade it. This is not 2K. You have not, for all your kids now, includes K, Cunningham, Durant, and Jay Nivey, and Killian Hayes too, and even Livers. You have not seen them at their full potential. They're between the ages of 19 and 22. Let that sink in. You have not seen them at their best yet. Quit rushing their development. Every time somebody say trade this guy, why are you looking to trade him? Stop it. It's not the assets you go get in return are not going to be any better than him. And you know what you're going to be doing? If you trade away your Stewarts, your Killian Hayes, and even possibly you'll watch them on winning teams that you trade for. They get rid of their garbage, and then you go be sitting here doing the same thing you were when you were watching 4S Pistons in a championship. Ooh and ah, and which you never traded them. When do you stop the cycle and say, let me calm down and let me just wait? Be patient. The man is improving every year. Not every player, again, has to play like James Harden. It just don't have to play like that just to be a good NBA basketball player. Let them develop.
Dribble.
Good Lord. It's like the man plays defense. I don't know how many times he's done things as a big that most guys just built his way would do. Like, he's had at times where he had to be on the island by himself because nobody else could play defense. Nobody else was at his position could help him out. This man had to go through a lot for this team, and he still wants to be here. Why is fan base shits on Isaiah Stewart? Leave this man alone. Like, this man had to play the 5 by himself, and he's not even a 5. He's a 4 stretch at best. He's an enforcer. Leave this man alone. Let him play. Let him continue to build his chemistry with the team. There goes all those young cats. Quit rushing them. They'll get there when it's time for them to get there. And you know what? Y'all Pistons fans, y'all need help. But Tigers, listen, it was an ugly stretch game y'all lost. It was ugly. Being serious, y'all at least did win the game. I was there. It would have been nice if you won the first doubleheader because y'all had a 4-point lead at first, but it happened so well. I guess you won the series against the Minnesota. They just won tonight, so salute to y'all. Listen, I'm gonna keep on saying this till I'm blue in the face. The Tigers of 2023 are a 90-day difference of the Tigers in 2023. They're a 90-day difference. 2 whole different franchises, and one. Oh, I want to run this up to the Tigers. Did y'all see that Dale Fat Fuck do that interview about why he traded away players and why he? I know Daryl Lee looked at it. Alex, we were talking about his discretions on why he did certain moves. Did anybody catch that?
I didn't catch that.
Oh, you need to go watch that when you go. You gonna be ready to sign this man.
Well, I'm glad he ain't there no more anyway. So he's in.
But no, I'm just saying the stuff he was saying. It was sounding like he was ordering a sandwich. Oh yeah, I thought this is gonna do that and that. I was like, oh my god. Yeah, we couldn't have got rid of him no sooner. We got rid of him. I'm so glad we got rid of that guy.
I'm so glad it took him long enough. Chris Illich, it took him long enough, but
yeah, he should have been gone. He was like 4 or 5 years ago, bro. But yeah, man. So y'all, I'm gonna keep saying with Tigers. Tigers are getting better. I'm really like this. The Tigers are literally 50-50 chance of just making the playoffs, taking this division because it's too many games that I know they will win in stretches, and then they'll have their moments where they lose. So they literally a lethal scale right now. They win some, lose some. So this is a better team. Even though again the 9-game stretch was ugly, but overall as a fan, I am happy with the season, despite how it may end. Because they made things interesting. They 30+ games winning. I don't even think they was this good last year. Even if they had that many wins last year, this time around, they still tell differences in the team. When they won the game, they won. They didn't have their best players at all. Even Cabrera didn't play, which really sold the game for us because we was hoping we would go see him. That was the whole reason why. Also, we wanted to hurry up get to the Tigers game to see Cabrera. It's the final year, so we got to go again just to make sure and hope and pray they actually play them. You know what I'm saying? So we got to go there again. But yeah, man. It's good to see how, Ibazian, I know I messed his name up, and, there's a Torkelson, the most criticized player on that team, just the way he not only tied the game up, but the made the final hit, right? That couldn't have happened in a better way. The most criticized player, y'all know I'm a sucker for the most criticized player on the team. He's our Achilles of the team. My Torque is the Achilles of the team. So it was just so high. Yeah, that game might have woke him up. I'm so happy for this guy. I was getting tired of the center. I knew he had it. So, just shout out to him and shout out to Nick and Boston. Salute to Baez. I know he's been hit some things too. Salute to the other guy who did good the other day too. I forget his name. Not on I do his names, but salute to the Tigers, man. Much love to them. I'm glad they fighting their way back out. Still a lot of season left to go, so we'll see what happens.
All right, man. Bree, man. Final thoughts, man.
Yeah. Oh, first I want to say this too, because we didn't mention this. I got to say this. Hey, shout out to the Michigan Panthers making the playoffs.
Yes.
So shout out to them. I had to represent with the shirt. Shout out to the Panthers. Shout out for all the entertainment they had going on. Getting out the wrestler Big E, having a New Day out there with the entertainment stuff. It was fun. I ain't gonna lie. But the note off what Noam is saying, and I'm gonna take a step further. We gotta have patience for all 4 major teams. We all got young guys on this team. We gotta be patient, and it's a lot of future in every one of these teams. You know what I'm saying? We can talk about the pitcher. We got to have patience for them. If they can stay healthy, that's their big thing. They can stay healthy. They got a new coaching staff. We got to be patient. We can't just sit here and say 10, 20 games already in the season, we want Monty Williams to leave. You can't have that mentality. Or, we should have drafted Jalen Green instead of Cade Cunningham. I'm so tired of hearing that. It's crazy.
I want to trade for Zion Williamson.
We did it. Man, I don't want that case. I don't want, nah. He can go right back where he came from. I'm good. But, yeah, just we got to have patience with this with all our teams, man. With the Tigers, they're a young team for what they're doing, even though the division is the way it is, but to still be 4 or 5 games out of the division is still, even with their struggle, it's still a good thing. It's still something to build on. So it's still plenty of time. I still got patience for this team. I still think they can do something in this division. And, I still got still got hope for him. Can't wait to see him again. You know, with the Pistons, young team, we'll see. And then a different coaching staff to have. Jared Jack and Mark Bryant, and then assistant coaches, and then with the development having Nate McMillan's daughter and having Doc Rivers. I think Doc Rivers' son, is on that coaching staff too. If I'm not mistaken. So it's gonna be interesting to see with that. And then with the Lions, gotta have patience with them. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of expectations with them. So we just got to see how they succeed and everything with that. You know what I'm saying? With the Red Wings, young team on the rise, they could do something. If a few players can stay healthy on that team, we could have made a playoff push. So it's a lot of up with all four of the teams. So we just got to have patience. And also what Noam was saying, we can't give up on these young guys. We don't want to go into a Sekou, a Saban Lee, a Luka Garza type of situation where we're giving up on these young guys. You know what I'm saying? So we got to just have patience. We got to just be there and just go through thick and thin with every one of these teams and show that we are true Detroit fans and not no bandwagon fans. Only just come around, oh, they winning, so we get, we got to stick through it through thick and thin. And you know what I'm saying? So that's what I got, man.
Oh man. So I'm gonna start off with the Red Wings right quick, man. Like I said, you got the Bree just alluded to right quick that the NHL draft was next week, next Wednesday. So definitely go. A little bit of pause for a second. I guess we in a couple of intermission. Little intermission right quick, Yeah. There we go. You good?
My bad. No, I was talking. So I was saying, I didn't keep talking.
The way you was doing this.
I gotta say this too, right before you go, Dur. I gotta give I want to give a special prayer to Tony Snell, because just found out, he got autism. Him and his son got autism, so a special prayer goes out to Tony Snell.
Yes.
To
Tony Snell, man. Just those that don't know that Tony Snell was diagnosed with autism. He recently, his 2-year-old son has autism. So he decided to get checked out, get diagnosed, in which he is also diagnosed with autism. So my prayers go out to him and his family. This difficult time they're going through. Just keep them, lift them up in prayers, man. So it's serious, it doesn't matter what age, anything can happen. So just like I said, keep him, lift him up in prayers, him and his family. So autism is something that's real serious. So real serious to deal with. So Bree, I'm glad you brought that up. So yeah, this is something definitely, we keep prayers for him and his family. So like I said, I'm gonna start, like I said, the Red Wings. We got, like I said, the NFL draft, NHL draft coming up next Wednesday. So make sure, we're going to be in tune for that, for our Wet Wings. You see what Steve Eisman does. Like I said, he's another guy. He's going to make him moves. You see what he did this past, season, made some trades, traded the second best player, Bertuzzi. And, he made some moves to get some young players. And then, paid Dylan Larkin 8 years. I forgot how many millions, but it was
like $8.5 million a year.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So just like I said, Detroit Red Wings, man. Be patient with them. Like I said, injuries kind of hurted them. The chances of missing the playoff, but making the playoffs, and missing it. But this Wet Wings team, they Steve Eisenman, since he came back to Detroit and been a GM, he has been cleaning house to turn this franchise around. So definitely looking forward to the NHL draft. See what the Red Wings do, who they get, who was best. Like I said, we talked about with the Pistons, who's the best fit with our culture for this team. Same with the Red Wings. So, we lost Breed for a second, but yeah. So definitely with the Red Wings, I really want to get into the Tigers. I know it had a 9-game losing streak. Kind of turned things around a little bit. Took 3 out of 4 against the Minnesota Twins. You did win at least one game against the Atlanta Braves, which we was down there. And then to get a win today, I guess, I know it's the worst team and one of the worst team in baseball, the Kansas City Royals. But these guys, Tigers, they said we trusting them. They're going to, like I say, I know our division is so bad. We got opportunities, but I think our teams that can come back and we could take over this division. Because we look like we're the better team in that division than all those other teams. We just have to get our guys back healthy, especially our starting pitching, especially we hopefully get Riley Green back soon. So we want our
stay on his role and Baez stay on his.
Yep, and Cabrera.
Austin Meadows, get healthy, please.
Austin Meadows, guys, our key guys getting healthy. So definitely, Tigers had the opportunity. So they had the opportunity. So hopefully, like I said, we can host a home wild card game. We'll see. We got to win a division to get in the playoffs. You got to win a division. So you win a division in the playoffs. So our division is so bad, and like I said, Tigers had an opportunity. So, like I said, we for the Detroit, I'm gonna go with the Detroit Lions right quick. The Lions, I know we ain't talked about it today. The Lions, we just, a lot of people in the media got expectations of you, for what you did last season. People start expecting, the media and all these people to start expecting you to win games. We're not gonna go hype as we going to the Super Bowl and this the third. But at least we get the opportunity. This is our time to win a division. The guys stay healthy. Jared Goff plays well. This coaching staff is put them in the right positions, to win and win games. You're not going to win every game in this NFL season. You're not. You're not going to go undefeated. Well, we expect you to at least be competitive and win games. That's just plain and simple. Go out there and win games. Be competitive. I'd rather you be competitive and lose and not be and not be competitive at all. If you lose by 1 point and you was competitive, I'm fine with that. Not gonna be fine with the L, but I'll be fine with the competitiveness.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be fine with that. But this on these Lions fans. We going to the Super Bowl. We gonna beat the Eagles. We gonna beat this. Slow our roll with the Lions. Okay, it's just a process. Let's slow our horses down. Now, last part is the Pistons. This draft, I'm gonna piggyback what Noam said. Pistons fans, calm your butts down. Okay. Stop with this. Let's trade Killian. Let's trade these young assets. Let's stop that. Hey, these guys out here proving they can play in this league for a reason. Troy Weaver has done a wonderful job drafting these guys. Killian, Abe, Ivy, Duran, Isaiah Stewart. He drafted these guys for a reason. Because he saw the potential in these guys that fit this business culture, this organization. Troy Weaver knows what the hell he's doing. So Pistons fans, I'm gonna say this: so-called Pistons fan, wannabe Pistons fan. If you want to keep that, you want to say that negative energy, take that crap somewhere else. Take that crap across Ohio. Take that crap across Indiana and Kentucky and all them. Don't come here in Michigan talking that this crap. If you in Detroit, I don't care if you're in Plymouth South, if you have nothing nice to say, don't say anything at all. Keep your comments to yourself. That's just plain and simple. This Pistons team is going to be fine. They're going to be better than what they were last few years. Stop saying let's trade these young assets. No, stop it. Oh, let's trade Kelly. Let's trade Cade Cunningham. Oh, he's no good. He's that. Stop it. Look at the numbers when he played. Just look at the numbers. Jaden Ivey. Look at the numbers. Jalen Duren. Look at the numbers. Killian Hayes. Look at the numbers. So, Pistons fans, real true Pistons fans understand. So-called wannabe Pistons fans, like I said, don't have nothing nice to say. Don't say anything else. Keep your comments to yourself. Same with you so-called Lions fans. Same with you so-called Red Wings fans. Same with you so-called Tigers fans. Keep that negative energy somewhere else. Don't want to hear it. All three of us don't want to hear it. Myself, Nomas J, and Bree. We don't want to hear that. So we don't. Leave that crap alone. Leave that crap alone. So that's my final thought of the day. My final thought. So, fellas, it's been another great episode of D313 Rapaport, episode 8. Definitely make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, D313XP. Make sure y'all say it again, hit that like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also follow us on Facebook. Follow us on Facebook. We definitely posting content on there. Myself, Nomas J, Bree, all me. We gonna be posting content on there. So make sure if anybody is looking to talk sports and just want to listen to it, spread the word. Spread the word out there, man. D313XP. We trying to continue to get these likes and subscribes up. You know, we're gonna be doing big things coming up. So make sure y'all stay tuned, man. We just not all here just sitting behind the microphone just talking. We're gonna be going out there. As you see, we just out there in Tigers game. We're gonna be going to Red Wings. We're gonna go to the Lions. We're gonna go to Pistons. We're gonna go to college. We're gonna go to Michigan. We're going to Michigan State. We're gonna be going out there as well, man. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Stay tuned, man. So that's that being said, this is another episode of D313 Rapaport, episode 8. Fellas, everybody, have a good night. Take care of yourself and each other. Peace.